I will commit to you that every single person who came in thought about it as for the emotional satisfaction of being part of something bigger than ourselves. We made that clear to everybody. I said, this is not, we're probably overpaying. We're going to be paid in enjoyment was my phrase at the time. This is the last Boston team, I think, that's going to sell in our lifetimes. And imagine if we win. I think we can be competitive and not go totally broke. If there's ever any extra money lying around, we're going to put it into the team and try to make the team do better. Having said that, if there's ever really extra money around, we'll all share it out equally. But there's no puts, there's no hurdle rates, there's no, preferred stock. We're all in it, really together. And everybody who heard me and then said, well, let me bring my lawyer and my accountant. And by the way, I've been a lawyer. I'm not disparaging either profession, but anybody who said, I'm going to really boil the numbers down and boil down this price and really take a hard look, none of those people came in. Everybody who came in said in the first meeting said, I'm in, as I recall. In other words, so the people, my partners who are well known and fabulous people, there's Paul Edgerly and Steve Paliuka and the Epstein family and Glenn Hutchins, who is a member of the club. Everybody came in for love. They're all great business people, but they came in for love and passion. And then it's worked out better than we even thought.
On different levels. Barbara highlighted the two championships, but beyond that, throughout your tenure, the Celtics have maintained a standard of excellence that I think is very unusual and difficult to do in professional sports. How have you been able to create that culture? What have you done to allow that continued sustained success?
Well, thank you for saying that, Lee. We have, as a group, so it's not just me, as a group, I believe we have tried to do the right thing when it comes to the Celtics. When in doubt, what does the team need? What would Red Auerbach do? We did get to bring back Red for 4 or 5 years before he unfortunately passed away, but brought him back in as team president. He had been let go by the previous regime. So Red was here. We can still remember and smell the cigar smoke, remember what he said. I know that sounds very, I don't know, pompous or something, but we try to think of what would Red do, and we really truly tried to do the right thing for the team, and we've been very lucky. But Steve introduced me to Danny Ainge, and we hired Danny, was instrumental. Danny hired Doc Rivers. Then Danny and I and others hired Brad Stevens to be the coach, and now I promoted Brad. He wasn't even asking for the job. I promoted him to general manager a few years ago. He's now executive of the year. We've had great people running the basketball side and great players and great fans. I mean, it's all been a really amazing ride.
So when a new owner, whether it's a basketball team or a different sport altogether, comes for you for advice, what nuggets of wisdom do you typically share?
Did you say a new owner?
Yeah, new owner, whether it's basketball or even a different professional sports owner, what advice do you give?
Well, we all hang around. I mean, lots of us hang around together. I've got 3 other team owners, in our Sincoro tequila, including Michael Jordan, Bus and Wes Edens. They're not asking me for advice, but we all share insights. Let's put it that way. Wes would rather die than ask me for advice, but that's how good a friend he is. But I mean, you can't run these, in my opinion, you can't run these things optimally if you're running them to maximize profit. The fans will figure it out. Players will figure it out. You shouldn't do it. You should be lucky enough, I suppose, to be able to run these for love. And then you'll probably not go broke. That's sort of my point. I'm probably the least well-capitalized, owner in the NBA. But we've been successful because we put the money into the team. We're not better than anybody else. We've just, my advice though would be find the passion for it and then run it that way. And then everything will work out fine, hopefully. You know what I mean? But not the other way around. Like I'll either do this or I'm either going to invest in NVIDIA stock, long or short. Lee, are you long or short NVIDIA? No, don't let me know. But I'd rather invest in NVIDIA or a sports team. I haven't decided which. If you're having that debate with yourself, stick to the stock market.